Tetanura, Jesus na pogi. Tetanura, ona sigi. Tetanura. That was the voice of the old woman who wakes me up from bed at exactly 5 a.m. every morning. Her voice was so crooked and cracked. I thought she was just a jobless, timeless, meaningless being. I never knew that was the voice of my lover in disguise. Each time I boarded a public transport, I was bored with listening to boring sermons from old men and women. All I could see was the grammatical incoherence in their speeches and the old wretched clothes they wore. I never knew that my lover was giving me green light. I hated every part of that entity known as Jesus. But please don't blame me. You don't know what I've been through. Life has disappointed me. People have stabbed me in the back. Friends have disgraced me. How can I yet love again? Was it what after Adeze did to me? Oh, you don't know Ada. Ada was the most beautiful girl I've ever set my eyes on. When she smiled that night, her set of teeth lightened up the entire room. When she sings, my heart sings. We stood before the ancient Udala tree and said our so-called sacred vows. She said that I would be the only flower in her garden, but I never knew there was never a whole garden with just one flower. Or was it in Machi? Machi was a perfect definition of Enenebe Jolu. Whenever she passed, men stared pensively at how physically endowed she was. But like Ada, she was never different. She said that I would be the only light of our world. But just after my 3 months travel, she already got herself a new generator set to lighten up our world. That night, I couldn't take it. I drank to stupor. I staggered down in liquor. But as I staggered down the street, light shone upon a billboard, and the description I saw is that there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother, and his name is Jesus. You know, I thought that the greatest light was the light that was made to rule over the day, but no. The greatest light was that light that located me while my life was in thick darkness. For while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. His birth was no rocket science. For even science could not explain. Mary, push for the baby. Sorry, I mean, glory is kicking in your womb. Boom, this is doomed for hell. How do we tell Mary that the one she delivers today will someday deliver her? How should I explain to you that the uterus house he that dwells in the inapproachable light? That the King of Glory was bound by the umbilical cord of a teenage girl. That the Waymaker was held by the hand and was taught how to walk. That the bread of life was fed with breast milk. That at age 12, the word of God, now becoming flesh, entered the temple to listen to the word of God. How? How do we tell the tales that the man that tamed the tail of the serpent was born in a manger? This is danger. His birth biology caused diffusion. The movement of glory from the place of higher concentration, heaven, to this place of lower degradation, earth, until the molecules of Zoe, the very life of God, is evenly distributed among mankind. His death mathematics caused the perfect equation. For 1 cross plus 3 nails equals to forgiveness. I repeat, 1 cross plus 3 nails equals to forgiveness. So there is a place in him where my lust is lost in his love. There is a place in him where my anger was nailed to his finger. There is a place in him where he gathers the broken pieces of my heart and he says, peace, be still.